Well, good evening and welcome back to the stream, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back at long last to Red Dead Redemption 2. I have not been able to stream for the past week or so, largely due to circumstances. That's about as far into that as I'm going to get. Nothing too serious as of yet, but, you know, it's been a hectic week, I'll put it to you that way. And there's a lot of stuff that I've got going on this summer regardless, so my streaming schedule's probably gonna be a little bit spotty. That being said, I'm still hoping I'm gonna be able to get a few things done, and, yeah, I don't know, I've just been feeling like getting back into Red Dead. Now, I can't even remember what I did the last time I streamed Red Dead. I think I tried to do the challenge where I was supposed to get a really high bounty in a certain region, and I got halfway there, and then my train robbery got botched because I think I tried to give a guy a proper send-off by tossing him off the side of a bridge, and I myself tossed myself off the side of the bridge. So I thought tonight maybe the best thing to do would be to initially at least try to finally carry on with the main story. He says that, but the first thing I'm going to do with this gloriously bearded bastard, Arthur Morgan. That's still not as far as the beard can get, though, is the thing, which is annoying. The mustache is almost at max length, but everything else just seems to not want to go. And as you can see, I've decided to go back to Arthur au naturel for a little bit, you know, him in one of his default clothings. Excuse me, what are you saying, sir?
Glad to hear. Take care.
Glad to hear what? You were eavesdropping on their conversation from across the street? That's not very nice of you, Arthur.
Officer, how are you?
Hello.
I've just been running around chatting up people in town, because why not?
Can't put my finger on it.
So long.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
That's a nice hat, man.
Yeah, I tell you, life ain't easy.
But yes, my original intent was to come in and probably clean Arthur up, because I think the next main mission is going to be a party of some sort. But before doing that, I see there's a bounty poster. So...
Look here, I hope you're gonna use that permit I gave you soon. There's a bounty poster on the wall there. Not one you can demonstrate your machine on.
Sure, I'll take a look.
I believe I can demonstrate my machine in a moment. Who is this Lindsay Wofford person? Oh. The capture dead or alive of Lindsay Wofford, Lemoyne Raiders commander. As the leader of the Lemoyne Raiders, he is wanted for raising a militia against the state, un-American activities, murder, and adultery. The gang was spotted in the Mossy Flats region. All reward claims to be filed at and will be paid out in full by B. Lambert, St. Denis Police Department.
You going after Lindsay Waffle?
I might be. Or I might just want to hang his poster up on my wall.
Yeah, they're a bad lot, the Lemoyne Raiders. Stupid fellas won't leave good enough alone. One of these days, the government's gonna get sick of private militias, you know.
One of these days, the government's gonna get sick of all of us.
Don't tell them I said that.
I don't know about them getting sick of private militias, but this particular militia, perhaps.
Hi there.
Hello, mister.
Morning to you.
I bet you good money he's probably hiding out at that old fort. Which, you know, cool. If I'm gonna be going after that guy, I'm gonna be doing it right. I'm gonna get that old Civil War hat that I found. Which means I'm gonna have to stop by a clothing store, perhaps. Deck myself out in full garb. But for the moment, let's go check out the, execution demonstration, because I believe... No, it's just, Miss Wicklow. Everyone complimenting my horse.
Hey there, mister.
Yes, Miss Wicklow, the suffragette that, you know, I kind of agree with, but she's not as cool as the other one. The one I hung out with in Rhodes was much more, savvy than Wicklow was, let's put it that way.
Hi there, ma'am.
Hey, lady. Hey, fella. Now see how horribly botched this is going to go, because you know it's not going to work. At least not as advertised, I'm sure.
Yes. Oh, we are.
Howdy, friend. Gonna roast a man?
There. You're going to be in a better place. Stay calm. Breathe deep and repent, for you will be moved to a better realm. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the calm removal of this man's existence.
It's not looking too calm so far.
Incredible! He's nearly dead. So humane.
This is kinda grotesque. Maybe I should just shoot him in the head and save the trouble.
His life may have been troubled, but his passing is peaceful. Kill him already.
Somebody shoot me, please.
Are you finally dead, buddy?
Let's get up. You don't seem overly humane to me.
I think it's mighty fine.
Interesting conversations from the peanut gallery. Why fish or a fish?
Morning, friend.
Darn it!
Wow, that was crazy.
Well, Professor Bell, I'm sorry. It was an idea ahead of its time. Now, what have you got in your pockets? Oh, a blueprint. Cool. Doesn't seem like much of a blueprint. It's like, here's a chair, and let's just put some electrifying things on it, and then we'll all die. No, that's just okay, you know what? I feel bad about this, but it's just... I don't even know. I suppose the current must have turned his spine to jelly. We need photographic evidence of that, thank you. Unintended side effect, jellification of body's internal calcium deposits. Yeah, okay, whatever, that was cool. Not really, it was a shit show. Only to be expected. Alright, let's go to the tailor and doll myself up for some Confederate hunting.
Vous avez perdu la tête?
Whoa, excuse me, what?
What be the matter?
Morning.
There's a lot that's the matter with me.
I'll only shut up once I can vote. Bonjour.
Watch where you're going.
You there, sir? I must be finely attired. Although, actually, no, come to think of it, I cannot change my clothes here. I'm thinking about online. I have played a lot of this online.
Land of equality is
Thank you.
And,
great.
can I talk to her again? Offer some more of my sage wisdom.
I am an American. Come on, people. Let me vote.
It's a national disgrace.
Good morning, ma'am.
You know, it's terribly important.
What is, voting?
Yes, terribly. Once women get the vote, the whole country will stop making such a pig's ear of everything. There'll be no more wars, no hunger, no stupidity. We'll elect a woman president within the first 10 years, of course. You see, men are such judgmental prigs. You need us women to help straighten you out. Okay? With us helping. I'm not saying there won't be trouble. I just think we'll do a better job of things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope you're right. Good luck.
Although the funny thing is, I can't recall exactly when it was or what president it was, but there was this one president that for a little while, his wife was actually running things because he was pretty sick. So, sorta kinda, there was a woman president for a little while. Sorta kinda. Anyway, like I said, if I'm gonna be hunting down this Confederate fool, I'm gonna do it right. Meaning, therefore, I am going to want to change clothes. And because I don't want to ride all the way back to camp, the closest place I can do that is right here. Howdy, folks.
Hi, folks.
Darling!
Morning, ma'am.
Oh, it's the Lush again.
Darling!
Lillian.
Darling, can I get another bloody drink over here? Oh, come on, chop, chop. Darling, I'm dying of thirst. This is meant to be a saloon, not a bloody vicarage. Oh, what's wrong with you? What a girl have to do to get drunk around here?
I get the distinct feeling we've already had this conversation once before.
Morning, lady.
Or have we?
Nice to see you again, Cowboy.
Oh wait, no. She
And you,
remembers me.
Miss,
Lillian Powell. I used to be quite well known. Now I'm just the bloody town drunk.
who knew you?
The worst types, darling. Intellectuals. In other words, men without balls. Hermaphrodites, as my mother would call them. Eunuchs, as my father liked to say. Geldings. I was popular with geldings, darling. Now even the ballless hate me. I'm a fat old mess.
Well, you have fun wallowing in your own self-pity. I'm gonna go get a drink, maybe.
Give for the love of a good woman. I'd give up booze and opium.
Good
and that
morning,
little
mister.
toy I had sent from Paris.
Hey, folks.
Don't be shocked. None of you, not even you, Tom.
What can I do for you?
Know about Tom? He was a priest.
I'll have a room, thank you.
Driver boy asked Sally to marry.
Tom!
Girl said no. Smart girl.
Who?
Was a priest until he got defrocked.
What? You're still going?
Outraged. He'll tell you all about it.
Who the hell is Tom? This is the guy at the bar.
When the Gazans men got
I suppose I may as well try one last time to get an outrageously long beard. I'm going to be cutting most of it off pretty soon anyway before the party.
Ma'am?
How are you, my love?
Well, it's sweet of you to call me my love, but... Well, as a good base outfit, let's start off with this one. Boom. And then from there, we can look for that hat. Found hat, Strikehorn, Civil War Hardy hat. Boom, there we go. And maybe a coat. Is that the only blue coat I have? Probably. Probably, most likely. Oh no, I don't want to wear that. That's way too damn warm. Gunslinger jacket, that's his regular thing. You know what? Let's not even go with the coat. Do this au naturel, shall we say. What do I have in terms of neckwear I can wear with this? Puff dye. Neckerchief. Yeah, let's go with the neckerchief. Why not? Jacket, that's good enough. The hat is really the only important thing. One last attempt to grow my beard out a little bit more as well. I should also stop by a fence pretty soon too. I got a lot of gear I gotta sell. Especially if I'm gonna attempt to rob another train later. Try to up that bounty on myself, which is hilarious on account of me being a bounty hunter. Sleep time. Sleep time for me. See, because it takes so many hours, apparently, for the beard growth to kick in, and even then it's not a guarantee it's going to happen. And it only effectively changes during a screen transition, like a fast travel, or you're sleeping, or something like that. Beard? I mean... maybe. Let's have ourselves another nap because Arthur is apparently so tired all of the time. Poor fella. Let's down some more hair tonic. See, because I've been chugging... I did play quite a bit of this off stream, and largely what I did was I just roved around collecting stuff, and there was a period of time where all I did was chug down hair tonics, go to an inn or whatever, and sleep. That's all I did. And while the mustache has certainly grown out, everything else seems to have stalled out at 7, which is the max without using hair tonic. I don't even know why I'm so obsessed with getting the longest beard. I just sort of am. It's pointless, really. It does nothing. Especially considering how god-awfully warm it must be down here. Can I still sleep? You can only sleep so much. Oh no, I can still sleep. Let's down some more hair tonic and sleep till the next evening. Like I said, I was going to actually carry on with the story, and instead I've spent a large chunk of my time just holed up in a hotel room chugging down a tonic that's probably destroying my innards, and then sleeping for about 3 days. If nothing else, Arthur is well rested, we'll say that. Gotta be well rested when you're gunning down a bunch of men, because guaranteed this is gonna end in a bloodbath. I don't know how many Lemoyne Raiders are left, but if he's the guy in charge, he's probably gonna have a few with him. Yeah, can't sleep anymore. Okay.
Hi there, folks.
Bonjour.
Hey,
Don't mind me, just have myself a long nap.
Bonjour.
Funny, you kind of sound like the fellow over yonder. Also, what? Where's this? Oh, he dropped a cigar. Oh, well, finders keepers.
Someone made nearly $1,000 at the riverboat. If they smart, they'd have left.
Hey there, partner.
Mais bonjour.
Hello, ma'am.
sweetheart.
Hey there.
Hello, you.
Hey, partner. At this table. That's no lie.
Your voice was remarkably loud, madam. Beware what?
Hey, partner.
Beware over there. Beware the Ides of March, though I don't really know what time of the year it is at the moment in the game. They don't really tell you. I don't even know if they tell you the day of the week. I suppose there must be some way that they do.
Hi there, mister.
Hey, see, my question is there any way I'm going to be able to take this fucker in alive? Probably not. And to be honest, I am not going to regret killing him one bit. Another thing I suppose I should check to see if there's any legendary fishies or beasties or whatever around. I think I've gotten a lot of them. Although it looks like there's a legendary fish up in the Elysium pool that I haven't gotten yet. I don't know, maybe I'll have to check that out sometime too. Not right now though. That'll be a thing for later.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back up to West Elizabeth and rob me another train at some point. Easiest way to do that is going to be
Buddy.
probably to take a train up to Riggs Station, I believe it is, get off the train, get back on the train, and then rob it blind. Yeah, no, I've played a fair bit of online. Honestly, it's not something I'd really feel like streaming because, I don't know, a lot of it is pretty grindy, even more grindy than the main game kind of can be. Not a place for you to set up camp. And the only way I can see it being really entertaining is if I played a lot of matches in a row and perhaps had a posse, and I don't really usually feel like doing either. One thing I do find kind of neat about it, though, is that there is a story, as simplistic as it may be, and you can do a lot of missions in the free roam map, and those missions are tied to specific characters, some of whom are related to this game, like they're here. Others are characters from the first game, like Shaky, the unfortunate fellow with the stutter and the possible drug addiction. Well, not possible, he does. That Irish keeps messing with in the first game. And you see Bonnie McFarlane, which is hilarious because maybe she looks a little bit younger, but she sounds and acts exactly the same, but she's got to be like 15 or 16 at that point because the time period in online is a year before this, so it's 1898. And I think Bonnie is like 30 or 32 or something in the first game, and that's 1911, so... But it was nice to see Bonnie again.
Easy, easy.
Yeah, better make sure I am well and set and ready to go. Probably the bolt-action rifle, and perhaps... semi-auto shotgun. No. Chill out, Arthur. Yeah, I guarantee you he's not coming down without a fight. Also, I like the irony of doing this wearing this hat, because this is where I found it. Of course, if I'm doing that, I may as well also break out... Oh, well, I gotta go back to the horse for this. May as well also break out the knife that I found in there. Not that I'm probably gonna use it, mind you. Oh, actually, I didn't have to go back to the horse for that. You stay there. Oh boy, Huckleberry. I'm gonna go track me down a murderer. Oh, Huckleberry. Yeah, all my weapons are clean enough, I guess. May as well break out a... Oh, I don't have the Viking hatchet anymore? Shame. Actually, no, I probably do yeah, I do have the Viking hatchet, it's just there. Okay. Well, sir, let's break out some tomahawks, just in case. It's going to be a god-awful firefight, firefight, that's the word, no doubt. Oh, Mr. Wofford, I got to have some words with ya.
Lindsay Wofford, I got here a warrant for your arrest, or the other thing if it comes to it.
A federal warrant? No, that don't mean much in a sovereign territory, mister. We've been beaten down and driven out enough. Let's make a stand, boys.
Someone take the big gun! You heard me!
Damn it.
Keep pushing, boys!
Does he lock on?
You done, you piece of crap!
No, sir. Now save you for last, Wofford. That was my hat. Where's my hat? Who the hell is that? Who was that guy?
You should have cooperated!
No. I wonder, can I actually take this fool alive?
All right, Stan Blackie, come here!
See if I can take him alive. Be interesting to see if I can shoot the gun out of his hands. Wonder if he's alone, though. Nope, he's not alone. Where are these other assholes? They show up on the map. Oh, I didn't see you there. Bye-bye. To be honest, maybe killing him in a gunfight would not be the most poetic way to deal with the man. The most poetic way to deal with him is probably to have him hang for his crimes. Oh, never mind, I just stabbed him to death. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Not like you didn't deserve it. Alright, Mr. Wofford. You're gonna get the smelly end of a horse. Well, in a moment. I have to loot your compatriots before we go any further. Which ones I can loot, anyway. Which is still probably gonna be most of them. I presume that's a hat I already have. I think it is. Yeah, I've already got that hat. Although, you know, I think... Well, I think that man doesn't have a head, but I think the Raiders had actually stopped spawning at this point, like after, well, especially after the last chapter where I took out their partners, the Braithwaites. So this is probably the last pocket of them I'll ever come across, because there was a news article that mentioned they went out further west. Ironic, of course, because that's what the gang really wants to do, and I imagine they're never going to be able to. Yeah, that's enough. Don't really need to loot anybody else. See, originally I had intended to tackle the man in Ogtime, but I forgot that I had the hatchet equipped, so I gutted him instead. Would have been more fitting if I used the Civil War knife if that was my plan, but oh well. But yeah, no, I think after this point it's probably nigh impossible to get the Lemoyne Raiders specific hats, and there's 2 of them. There's another hidden thing I kind of want to try to check out in down next to where the gang's camp is too, at some point. Because I believe shortly after we first moved there, the good Reverend was talking about how he saw a ghost out in the swamp. I think that's legit. I think there is a ghost out there. So maybe when I head down that way, I'll check that out before I officially start the mission that Hosea wants to do, if I can. Whatever this ghost may be, I think it only shows up at a certain time of the day. So I may have to wait. Who knows? We shall see. Gonna bring back the corpse of the dead man, the dead man. Oh, that's where Black Belle used to hang out until I accidentally brought bounty hunters towards her. Black Belle is another quest giver in the in online, in the free roam. You first run into her in a pretty interesting fashion. She's in one of the abandoned houses just south of the Braithwaite Manor. And when you stroll in, like, it's... Ow. I don't know what happened. I wonder what happened if I fed this guy to a gator, or if, like, he accidentally was eaten by a gator during this. Who are you guys? Can I help you? Who are you? Why do you look so... not quite identical exactly, but... Okay, you lads have fun with whatever it is you're doing. Are they gonna follow me? What is... Okay, that's strange. Anyway, like I was saying, Black Belle, because you stroll into this darkened cabin, you can't really see what's going on, and then, like, this fuse just gets lit, and she's just sitting there with a stick of dynamite, a lit stick of dynamite, and your character just starts panicking because, holy crap, this crazy lady's going to kill us both. And then she just very nonchalantly plucks the fuse out and chucks a stick of dynamite at you, when she realizes you're not a threat. Ah, Black Belle. Such an entertaining character.
Mister?
Why was that fellow so angry at me?
Hey there!
I wanted to check what time it was. Why are you not going to let me? Okay, I guess I probably can't do that until after I get this corpse off the back of my horse. It's the corpse horse. The horse that transports corpses. Yes, yes. Shit to you too, buddy. I'm probably covered in some of it. I'd say this fellow browned his trousers. Getting gutted with a tomahawk will do that to you. Hey, so I got a body for you.
I believe this body's worth something. Well, now. So much for them boys being the terror of the South. Drop that raider in the cart out back. Come around for your bounty.
It might be entirely possible there's no way you can take him alive. Which, again, I'm not gonna complain about that too much. The man is a right and proper tit.
Hey, partner. Hey. Hello, officer.
Don't mind me just doing your job for you.
I make good on my promises. Here's your payment.
How much was he worth again?
That's it.
Why does it keep going back to a fisher of fish? Whatever, doesn't matter. $100 isn't exactly much considering the amount of money I can easily make nowadays, but then again, I suppose it's pretty high for a bounty. Let's have a ride over to the fence and offload some of my ill-gotten goods.
Hey there, mister.
Yeah, I think I'm past the time the supposed ghost would appear.
Hey there. Hey, partner.
It occurs to me I still have a pile of stuff I need to buy off of the, fella guy, trapper, too. Still need to find all the materials for that stuff, though. So is the fence simply not open at night? If so, they'll make him the first one. Every other fence is open all the time, I believe.
Morning to you.
At least most of them are. Screw it, let's wait until morning. Oh, excuse me, he's a pawnbroker. Nothing so illegal as a fence. We have to be very specific about our terminology. Beard. Howdy, mister. I had pointed out the mask before, right? The one from Undead Nightmare? Yeah.
Where's the fella who was here last time I came in?
Oh, you probably mean my brother. Far away from here, I hope, not sullying my good name any further.
So you don't know nothing about those fellers he had chained up in the basement?
Of course not! I was out of town! Now, is there something I can help you with? I really don't want to talk about that sordid business.
So you're telling me you own this place, but your brother is the only one who knew about the place, the dungeon downstairs where he held people? Forgive me if I don't believe you. Hang on to the gator eggs, because I think I might run into somebody who wants them at some point. Same with these really fancy feathers I have. Pen and the meteorite I kind of want to hang on to just for memory's sake, I guess is the best way to put it. Don't really give a shit about the earrings though. I'll hang on to Catherine's brooch because I'm gonna hold on to it like I'm a goddamn serial killer. And I believe that's about all I want to sell to you, my friend. Can you craft a thing for me? I need a legendary cougar fang, I need the legendary elk antler, I need the legendary panther eye, legendary pronghorn horn, Tatanka bison horn, alligator tooth, Civil War handcuffs, gold jointed bracelet. Cobalt, petrified wood, and 1 gold earring. Did I sell him gold earrings just then? So it doesn't count toward the... Oh, well, crap, I'm gonna have to hunt down more. I also need to find abalone shell fragment, wherever the hell that is. Old brass compass, I got no idea where that is. Whatever.
Hey, fellas.
Let's go about fancying myself up for a party now.
This is happening again.
Wait, what's happening again?
They're gonna be the end of me.
Excuse me?
Please, I need help here.
Is it
Saloon
rats?
is absolutely overrun with rats. Worse than last time. Much, much worse. I can't get near the damn things. Scurrying around. But I need them gone. I'll pay double from the last time, huh?
Yeah? Jesus, fella. Won't say no to the money, though.
Oh, thank God. Head in there, but please, please, try not to destroy the place.
Yeah, see, I could just run on in and blow the place apart with a shotgun or, like, a bit of dynamite. But, maybe we'll be kind. Do this the right way. Once again, Arthur turns into a generic RPG hero. Slay the rats. Collect 20 bear asses. Why can't you do this? I may as well make a quick run down to the trapper then, after I'm done with these things. I think he's getting some perverse sort of pleasure out of this. His kink is dead small furry animals. No, maybe not that. Their lack of fear of humanity will be their undoing. And thus the rats grew proud. Arrogant in their belief that none could stop them. Why are there so many of them? This guy's really gotta invest in, like, getting a cat or something, I think. Feeding them might be a bit of a cheaper, old tummy extermination plan in the long run. Now see, according to the little bits of the Bible I know about, I would assume that, you know, summoning rats is kind of God's work. Wasn't that a plague at some point or another? Killing rats now, that's another thing entirely. I can only presume so many of my arrows break as I use them. Although, yeah, but I'm only missing one from when I started at least. Oh wait, no, there's the one I lost. Cool. I like to think Arthur's gonna go to a hoity-toity party after this, and they're talking. It's like, oh, what have you been doing since you've entered the city, good sir? It's like, well, there's this nice fellow who asked me to kill a bunch of rats in his establishment the other day. Made a whole $50 doing it. It was great. Wait, no, we need to make this more... almost like a horror movie. The rats are coming for you, Arthur. The rats will be your doom. Well, honestly, I've probably killed all of them except for a couple. I hear them. Oh, there's one up here. Crap. Well, that didn't quite work. That didn't quite work. Where did you go, my furry friend? You need to die. Die. Ah, there's one. There's two, perhaps. Oh, they have a rat hole. Good for them. There we go. I probably can't pick that one up. What a shame. Oh well. I can do without one.
Well, shit. Thank you, mister. You earned this, that's for sure.
You got it.
Arthur Morgan, slayer of men and rats. And I would have assumed $50. Apparently I was wrong.
Better be the last of them. I don't think I can handle otherwise.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. Look at all what things? Is he talking about rat shit? I only left one live one behind. Or a dead one behind, I should say.
That's 7 cross for a while, eh? Good to see you.
I have a lot of rats for you, mister.
Well, it's been a little while, eh? So, what do you have for me? Quality hide makes the hardiest clothes around. Don't
See, my question is there anything left I actually needed the rats for? Oh, I've already got that hat. I was gonna say I don't have that one yet. That'd be awful strange. Ah, yes, the Rat Infantry Hardy hat. I don't have that yet. And all I need is a goat hide. How did I not? Strange. Curious.
Thanks, mister. Okay, girl.
Hello.
Wait, what?
Morning.
Arthur decides to take the long way around to get on his horse. Get off his horse.
Morning, ma'am.
Oh, that's a beautiful animal, right?
Mister?
Mister?
You know when you have one of those days?
One of those days when you got a pile of rats in your establishment and you ask some random gunslinger to take care of them for you. I'm sure you've had one of them days. Several of them days, no doubt.
Hey, mister.
Now, I require a bathe and a shave.
Hi there, mister.
One of those I can get at this fine establishment.
Hello again.
Can someone bring me something to eat?
Can I have an art chat with you, maybe?
Something light and refreshing, like
cocaine on toast. Side of despair.
Personally, I prefer cinnamon, but you know, cocaine and despair works pretty well.
Oh, what do you have?
Oh no, I don't want food. Lodging. Beth.
You arrange a bath.
Tommy, darling, where are you?
I'll have the girls make it for you.
I've had better service than a Ugandan slap house. Tom!
Are you talking to me? Because my name isn't Tom.
Mister, putting your back into it, I see.
What exactly do you mean by that, sir? Are you propositioning me? I know I am about to strip naked, but perhaps I'll actually spring for the deluxe service this time. Get some awkward conversation with a lady.
Would you like help in there?
Why, sure, I'd love some awkward conversation.
Sounds good.
Trust me, you won't regret it.
You're gonna regret dealing with this beard. I'm gonna need a mighty fine
You'll be
scrub.
cleaned up in no time. Ain't a woman here do a better job than me.
I was nearly married once. She never bathed me.
Well, this bath's got you quite relaxed, don't it?
What does that mean? Also, I like when Arthur is like bathing himself, he looks like he's legitimately trying to scrub all the dirt out. But whenever he goes for the quote-unquote deluxe bath, they just very, very lightly caress his arms. There's no cleaning getting done there. All the blood and the mud isn't coming out of his pores that way.
So, how's it going with you?
I'm getting along fine, thank you.
Past few months, probably been the toughest of my life.
You've got my sympathies.
This is the closest thing Arthur has to therapy. Be hilarious if he just spilled the beans to every like woman that ever gives him one of these baths. And let me tell you about Micah. Micah's a real son of a bitch. I've had to kill so many men because of that fool.
No worries, darling, but I can assure you I am worth every cent.
So many propositions all the time.
Hey there, partner.
Another night? Got a room made fresh for you.
I can't prove
Hey, y'all.
that the bank's stealing my money. I swear. Every time I walk out of there,
Thank you. Really.
Okay, let's see if I can remember where the barber shop is. I think it's just down the street. Yes, it is, according to the map. Give up on growing out the glorious, glorious beard. I'm gonna keep some of it, though.
Keeping the soap sellers in business with all that hair, huh? Got an idea of what you want?
I don't know, maybe I'll look for a different hairstyle. The pomade's already been applied? How'd that happen? Left parted, right parted fade. Well, left parted fade, I should say. Middle parted. Twice this long. Middle parted fade. Right parted. Oh, I've already got a right parted fade. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, I guess. Swept back. Swept back fade. I'm gonna go with swept back, though. Buzzed. Bald. Let's go with swept back fade and maybe cut it down to, like...
Just name your style.
4.
Doesn't even need washing to look good.
You can be a filthy, filthy bastard all you want. Alright, facial hair. What kind of full styles we got? The screen was cut off awful short. Spartan. Let's see, Fork Dutchman. Picador. The Verdi. Brigadier. Residential. Spartan. Dundreary. Fork Spartan. French. I think I might just shave it down myself. Although the Josiah is mighty fine. That might be a good one to go with. Goatee, Soup Saver, Burnside, Maltese, the English, Flying Fork. Flying Fork is also a mighty fine one too. Let's take a look at how long it is though. All facial hair is at 9, but that's largely because of the mustache. Okay, so what would happen if I just cut the chops clean off?
We can do up all the latest trends.
I know, let's check out that one full style again. Which one was it again? Picador, was it? No. The Verdi, I think. Or was it the... Yeah, I think it might have been the... No, the Josiah, that's it. Hell, honestly, let's get the Josiah. Boom.
Ah, looking sharper than a
That's
tack.
pretty much what I'd be looking for anyway. If I gotta pass myself off as a gentleman, that's the best way to do it.
You're ready to go.
Thanks for your assistance.
Yeah, let's switch back to...
Mister?
My youngest got his spurs all tangled up with that filly from down.
What filly now?
I swear, these boys will be the death of me.
It is what it is.
I guess I'll just stick with that one then.
Hi there, mister.
Right, let's ride back to the gang and see what Hosea's got in mind for us. Again, I've already kind of checked the mission brief and I believe it's a party. That's me cleaning my act up.
Hey there, mister.
Gotta act all hoity-toity with the knobs in Saint Denis.
Hey there.
Maybe I should, Oh, I'm actually riding on the wrong side of town. I shouldn't have done that. Well, whatever. We'll just carry along.
Hi there, mister. Hey, mister.
Howdy, mister. Now let's avoid the gators. Don't want no trouble. Seems like there was a camp down along the way, but again, perhaps I should not be looking for trouble. Trouble does have a tendency to find Arthur no matter where he goes anyway, so you know. Sound like it makes any difference.
Hey there, mister. Hi there, mister.
This is the Gray's land, right? Actually, kind of reminds me of something. There's something I apparently neglected to check out on the Gray's land. I'm gonna go run back there and take a look. Nothing. Investigating, exploring. It's fine. Never mind everything I did. Keep in mind what you did. You killed my friend.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, this is going poorly. Well, I didn't want to do this, but I guess so. I guess this is how it's going to be. Apparently how it's going to be is I'm going to die. But yes, the thing I wanted to check out is the patriarch of the Grey family apparently has killed himself. And there's a note. I'm just gonna have to be a bit swifter in riding in, picking it up, and then leaving again.
Been a while, girl.
Seeing as how I've just come back from the grave. I actually don't have any cooked food. That's a shame. Let's just eat some provisions then. Random provisions. Delicious corned beef.
Yeah.
Maybe if I ride clean on through the fields, I might get there a bit sooner without raising an alarm. I'm surprised I didn't bring up salt in that fence. Don't mind me, friend. I'll be out of here shortly. Yes, April 3rd, 1895, Edinburgh University. From the senior professor in history. Dear Mr. Gray. I cannot read that right now. Time to go! I just wanted to see how you fellas were doing. No, it's just to show you there were no hard feelings of you murdering my friend and us burning your tobacco fields, which seem to have come back mighty fine. Unfortunately, Sean has not come back mighty fine.
Yeah. Hey.
Anyway, now maybe we'll read the letter. Thank you for your long and well-researched letter regarding your ancestor. Forgive me, I was unclear if he was your great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather from your missive, and his ostracizing and emigration from Scotland to the colonies in the aftermath of the uprising of 1745. I hate to be the bearer of apparent bad tidings, particularly when communicating with such a passionate Scot in exile as you described yourself, but I am afraid our records are rather precise. I have made an extensive study of the spy networks of the Duke of Cumberland. As you may be aware, the Duke was an excellent record-keeper. And it seems that the relative of whom you speak, Ross Gray, was unquestionably a well-paid informer. He was paid in both cattle and cash, and also rewarded in significant land holdings confiscated from his neighbour. That would explain why he did not leave Scotland until 1755, fully 10 years after the revolt. This was, of course, the year when a few Jacobite supporters began reprisals against known informers in the Highlands. I am sorry if this is not the news you were looking for. The Jacobite era was a very complicated time in Scottish history, and certainly my antecedents are divided into rebels and loyalists. Being the progeny of a family of loyalists is certainly nothing to be ashamed by. At least I hope not. If you're ever in Edinburgh, I do hope I can show you around the university. Yours sincerely, Malcolm Moffat. Apparently that's news he couldn't stand, so then he killed himself. What a shame. Honestly, I don't feel at all bad for him. Took McDaniels in and watched them fry. Weren't very nice, weren't very humane. The professor got upset and got involved before possibly killing himself with electricity, and I never got paid $1, apparently. If they catch me, I pray they hang me. That chair is the work of the devil. Well, if Green Mile has taught me anything, there's nothing scarier than a botched execution via electric chair. Although then again, the box
Hold up! Who is it? You can tell me later.
Again, yeah, but then again, a botched execution via hanging is also pretty terrible. Granted, that's also a botched hanging execution has happened to some rather terrible people, like the rather famous serial killer H.H. Holmes, who actually would have been active around this time period, I think. Maybe. I don't know, I can't remember, I'd have to look it up.
Is that food nearly ready? Just hold your horses.
Thanks, Pearson.
Enjoy.
I'm starving.
But yes, Holmes's hanging was rather botched in that, well... You gonna let me eat, Pearson? You know what, screw it. Was rather botched in that, well... The hanging didn't break his neck immediately, so he kinda just sort of hung there for 15 minutes until he slowly strangled to death. Not that the man didn't deserve it, of course. He was very much guilty of murdering at least, I think, 8 people. And he possibly killed hundreds, literally hundreds more, but there was no way to prove that, really. Hi, Hosea.
Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on! If we're gonna make it to this party, we sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, I actually have to go buy fancy clothing for this? So do I get my choice of clothing? Because if so, I'll just pick up the stuff I've already bought. Arthur does not seem much a man for social graces, though he's civil in his way.
We are ridiculous. Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There can be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Love the boys are loving their night on town. Oh, that was a nice hat
The mayor
teleport.
does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Not gonna pat him on the arm, Arthur.
Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come this way.
I love how ill-fitting Bill's pants are.
It shall be. Mr. Bronte is a very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre. Senor Napoli? As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know.
Sorry.
Hosea, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
Also, why take Bill? Even John would be better than Bill. Hell, take Javier. I mean, granted, they might be a little bit racist towards him, but he seems a hell of a lot more charming than Bill. I like how I'm wearing a white tie. I think Arthur's the only one who is.
The angry cowboys, you arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
Oh, this is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High Society.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux. He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He owns a sugar plantation out on the island, and he comes here to whore and despoil himself. And that is Hobart Crawley, a Confederate major in the war. I mean, hero, they say, but that is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh?
Aren't you a pleasant fella?
And a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you.
Damn good thing we didn't take Charles. He would have strung him up over the balcony.
Hector Fellows, this self-righteous newspaper man. Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
I'm none taken. None taken! All these vulgar people, they hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you are very busy, and I won't waste any more of your time.
Yes. Go, enjoy yourselves, and mingle with this vulgar scum. It'll make you long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day
I don't like Bronte.
But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any... Well, we are going to need some money.
Money.
Yes.
Always with the money.
Well, there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you... As a guest, yes. As my guest, bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me.
Any particular reason why you're locking that door, my friend? Whatever, I should follow Dutch. Maybe I'll get to investigate that later.
Enjoy your evening, and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
Gentlemen, let's go ingratiate ourselves. Okay. Go find the mayor if you can, and stay out of trouble, and steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall and what's his name, Milton, knows we're here. Gentlemen, be well.
Why is Bill the one you're sending to make friends? Again, more and more I don't understand this.
Champagne, sir. Evening, sir. Enjoy your night, sir.
Ah, get me a bloody drink, will you? A small one. Just big enough for me to swim lengths in, you know?
Yes, madam.
You know what? Right. Trunk.
Oh, it's you!
You know, I used to be a great beauty. And an even greater wit. Time. What a total bastard it is, huh? And again, I always loved bastards. The real ones, I mean. Wedlock. Hugely overrated. I tried it enough. Well, I tried both. You know, bastards and marriage. I even married a bastard. That didn't work out so good. Oh my God. I should not have got up this morning. I need to go and sit down and have a little rest. I'm just gonna... Is anybody listening to me?
I am.
I know I look like a drunken harlot. But let me be very clear, young man. I am a drunken harlot.
Lillian, my dear, don't you ever change.
I mean, modern art is all very well, but my daughter could do better.
Oh, you're not such a Philistine as all that, Marie.
No, I am quite that much of a Philistine. Besides which, Monsieur Châtenay, he is a
Ma'am?
two-bit charmer. Only the most foolish of women would fall for his nonsense.
Oh, that's quite unfair. I found him delightful. In that French sort of way. He reminds me of someone in a book by Balzac.
He reminded me of a hobgoblin, a spellcaster.
You're very unkind, Marie.
I am honest. Where is that waiter? I need more champagne.
Oh, me too.
How is your husband?
You spoke good things about Châtenay. You get the champagne.
He's in...
Would you like some champagne?
Or maybe I'll offer it to all of them.
Thank you, sir. You are quite the gentleman. Clearly not from this swampy hellhole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'll see you next week.
How do you do, sir?
How was the show? I heard you went.
Outrageous. These dancers. Well, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for French lessons. Would you like tickets?
What?
This cabaret show at the Theatre Rouleur. It's jolly fun.
Sure.
Sure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good evening.
Can I help you, sir? Well, I'm not quite sure yet. Albert Daniels, Bryn Tilden. This is Mr. Hector Fellows. Well, it's nice to meet the both. What's the meaning of this? New suit? Yeah. No, it's a new shirt. Are you new in town? Yes. I come from the west. I mean the north. The northwest.
Okay. I came down from Washington myself many years ago.
This town gets to a man, undermines even the best of us.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Truth is an absolute, son. Don't you think?
What I don't quite understand.
Well, you are not, it would seem, the only one.
I was in the army once.
Good for you.
What do you do now?
Well, I'm not quite. Oh, I'm an American.
Yes, but what do you do?
Oh, well, I'm in between jobs at the moment.
Last thing I did was rob a bank.
You shall be too, sir, if you don't sharpen up your morality.
I'm trying, sir, I'm trying.
Well, try harder, much harder.
What would you like me to do? Hit the mayor myself?
Impudence. I see you still got that. But it takes more than a steady line in insults to succeed in newspapers. At least in mine. Good evening.
Hello, sir.
Doing a good job, Bill. You're doing a good job. Obviously, we picked the best man for this.
Enjoying yourself?
You know, I think those fellers were making fun of me. Anyway, what you found out?
Nothing too much yet.
Get that
I'll be glad.
Oh, you. You're always so stylish.
I try. Mostly I fail, but I try. And you've ever met.
You're preaching again, Mrs. Wicklow.
And you're burying your head
It
in the
really is a beautiful hair.
I got it from Mr. Wasp. He's the finest milliner in the state and quite the most interesting.
Sound of strings intensifying.
One, sir. The women here are all desperate to know.
Demonstrable. I will not deny it simply because of fashion.
I'm intrigued, sir. to hear your arguments.
I am your clear superior.
You're different, but you're neither my better
Sounding good,
nor
fellas.
inferior, sir.
Okay, madam. I will not prove it by publicly thrashing you.
Well, you're stronger than me, sure. But as civilized beings?
You sure he's stronger than you? He seems like a bit of a twit.
Apparently not. Good evening to you, sir. I will go find some other people to threaten to hit me, if that's okay with you, sir.
Interesting that she was allowed here. She doesn't seem like she's terribly popular.
I mean, did you hear what that man said? Inferior. Do you think women should have the vote?
Oh, I don't care. I've never voted anyway.
Well, that's no better. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'm still furious with that oath.
This is quite a town that you have here, Mr. Jameson.
Oh, I don't live here. I was here for poker.
Oh, you play?
Oh, it's my weakness, my worst vice.
Perhaps you should have it whipped out of you like you advocate whipping the sin out of others.
Not whipping, sir, working, and besides, my vice is between me and my maker. I keep winning.
Every gambler says that, Mr. Jameson.
Yes, I know, but like I said, the next big tournament, which I will not be attending, is for a game too rich for my blood. I may be a knave, but I am a sensible knave.
Is that so?
Oh, sure, I'm not a wealthy man. I run a prison. The old
Oh, that's who he is.
for
Okay.
card sharks and rich fools. A really big stakes game attracts oilmen and such, like, from all over. My pockets are not deep enough for that.
You are a wise man.
I'm a
Oilmen, you say?
conservative man, at least.
The fact is, since the war, the government has done an awful job of preserving law and order, Mr. Jameson.
Well, I agree, Major. Well, at my prison, we are doing the best to remedy that failure. You know, my friend works in the Caribbean. He faces real rebellion. If we don't act decisively, we will endure the same here, and all of this, all these garden parties and civility, they will be doomed. I believe in civilizing the masses, sir. But the first order of civilization is order. Law and order.
I agree.
Without law and order, we will have anarchy.
But with too much law and order, won't we have dictatorship or worse? Monarchy.
The law should be a dictator. That is the American way.
I thought the American ideal was liberty.
Sure. Liberty under the law.
Very interesting.
Hello, warm fuzzy blanket. Welcome to the party.
Mr. Chambers, I must go speak to someone for a second.
Chambers is the alias you're going by now, Dutch. Can't keep them straight.
What a vulgar toad of a man. But that riverboat sounds interesting.
He says as he walks clean into the man.
What are you loitering around me for? Me, dear boy. Have you tracked down the mayor?
Did you hear
Not
back
yet.
there? The law
Any
should be a
chance.
dictator?
I wasn't really listening.
Lucky for you. And as for that other fella, Featherstone Chambers, what a win.
Featherstone Chambers.
He did seem full of himself.
Anyway.
Me around.
Featherstone Chambers. What a absurd name he's come up with for himself. Well, I pretty much know where the mayor is, but
Marriage is more business than romance.
And you're romantic, are you, Mr. Hawksbill?
Always have been. A true romantic. A dreamer. Why don't you let me show you someday?
And you think my cousin would appreciate that demonstration?
My cousin is a cold woman. I'm a very lonely man.
And I am more than someone's blanket against the night's chill. Good evening, Mr. Hawksbill. Please stop pestering me.
Madam.
oh, you done messed up, boy. You done messed up.
Shell and cat I appear, sir. I love that woman.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it, Mr. Hawksbill. I don't know you. I don't know her. And that's all between yourselves, I think. Also, thank you for that compliment, Blanket. I don't know if I fully agree with it myself, but I will take the compliment. But yeah, no, that guy came on a little bit too strong. Also, I believe that is his wife's cousin, so you know, there's a lot of problems with that. So I believe that's the mayor, but I feel like there's some other people I should see if I can find first. Like there's a milliner fellow, I believe, was mentioned I could theoretically find.
Evening, folks. Good evening.
I kind of get the feeling this is the kind of thing I could miss stuff if I'm not careful, so...
How are you?
So hard these days to find men of true morals.
What?
Especially in journalism.
Oh.
Indeed, it is.
And you certainly won't find many here. How do you think they got so rich? How do you do? Well, anyway.
Oh, you're the newspaper guy.
Enjoy your evening.
Well, you're still called a stranger, I don't know. Oh, Hosea.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFon? Originally furs, but now all sorts. Lumber, leather, even maple syrup. My partners and I represent 20, well, more like 23% of all the trade heading south from Quebec into the U.S.
And who do you bank with?
Oh, the usual bunch of clowns in New York.
Well, forgetting maple syrup has got to be coming down from Canada.
Not one I particularly like.
But nearly.
Well, have you considered Lemoyne National Bank?
Oh, I need a big bank, sir. We borrow a lot of money and generate a lot of cash. Some nervous small-town bank could finish us in a bad year.
Small town? We handle more cash and cash equivalents than any bank south of Manhattan, including St. Louis. Almost all the Caribbean trade banks with us. We work with all the remaining cotton growers in the U.S.
Oh, there's the lady with the massive hat.
We help finance.
Wait, what's happening? Excuse me, sir. I need to help you.
We love big clients. And we love.
Nothing a strong pat on the back won't help.
My lord.
My, you're quite the dandy.
What a way to go, eh? Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Are you the milliner?
Algernon Willis.
Yes, you are.
Tacitus Kilgore.
Tacitus Kilgore. And here I made fun of Dutch's name.
What is it that you do?
I'm an adventurer.
Oh, me too. Pursuer of the exotic and the remarkable. An aesthete in this land of commonplace heathens. My card, sir.
Sure.
Pay me a visit in my atelier. I must just go and purge. I intend to stay thin until I pass away.
Excuse me while I just shove this card back into your coat pocket. Okay, I think he's a guy I can sell a lot of the fancy feathers and the eggs and such to. Anyway, I don't really know if I want to hang out here and chat to any more of these aristocratic fools.
Hello there.
Perhaps I'm better off actually going to chat with the mayor. Mostly I just wanted to find that guy because I knew I'd be able to sell stuff to him. Also, no, I do not have a donation page. I never really bothered to set one up, so... I just do this for the fun of it, basically. Are you the mayor, my good man?
It ain't complex, I'm you. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man, This man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, hey, what say you and me cool off? Get your hands off.
By which I mean I can drown you in this fountain.
Come on, sleep it off.
I ain't gonna though. We're in polite society. I'm just gonna get rid of you.
Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
I suppose that's one way to ingratiate myself with it. That man over there has my exact same facial hair. I should kill him for that.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
There's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, it's the writer that Dutch keeps talking about.
My lord,
Interesting that we'd run into him. I should tell Dutch he's here. He'd lose his mind. Fanboy out like a son of a bitch.
Excuse me, pardon. Excuse me, pardon. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall? Yes. Find out what. Sure.
I'm assuming there's going to be a pile of dead folk by the time this business with Cornwall's done. This isn't going to end until he's in the ground, I'd say.
Hi there. Bonjour.
Are you looking for something, sir?
Oh, it's one of these things.
I managed to get myself turned around somehow. Don't mind me.
Another one of those annoying missions. Much like in the Grand Theft Auto games, where it's like, oh, you gotta trail this guy, but you gotta be really careful, because he might screw it up otherwise. Hopefully it's not as sensitive as it used to be in the older Grand Theft Auto games, though. Wherein if you came just a little bit too close to whoever it is you were tailing, that's it, you were done. Although I see I have no meter.
No problems? Everything's fine. We have the place well secured. Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes. We're watching him and his men like hawks. Thank you, Mr. Terrell.
Interesting that the crime boss gets to run the place, but then again, you know, seems like Bronte more or less runs the town. Though he seems a damn sight more smug than,
Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing. The mayor
actual useful. Yeah. See if I'm gonna botch this real bad.
Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Jip and beat him! I will not have standards slip!
Hi! I'm leaving now.
Sir, but the party's in the garden. The residence is purely for family. I do hope you understand.
Forgive me, I was unaware.
In this house.
I like how he finished his thought.
Have you lost your mind?
Nope, I'm leaving.
Have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me.
Oh, never mind. He wasn't yelling at me.
Look at me.
He's just berating the staff.
You are. This area is not meant for the likes of you. You know this. The standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning.
I don't know that you need to be hitting folk, but, you know, okay. Maybe I'll dangle you over the balcony next. I was not built for stealth, I'm too used to going in guns blazing. Oh, it's the door that was locked earlier. Big surprise. That's right, my friend. You just ignore the sneaky man sneaking into the sneaky office sneak. I used the word sneak way too much just then. Oh look, a handy lockpick. It's lovely when they leave that stuff behind.
Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting.
Nobody is going to miss this stuff, I'm sure. From the office of the mayor, city of Saint Denis, Lemoyne, mon cher Angelo, yet again the city is in debt to you, and I am flabbergasted by your generosity. The magnificent gift you provided will prove to be a cornerstone in our financing of our dream of establishing a world-renowned university in our city. We are now well on our way to the funds necessary to found both the Divinity School and the Humanities College. Further students in Lemoyne owe a great deal to the vision of men such as you. Anything else in here worth snagging? No? Okay. Let's get out of here before I attract any more suspicion. I wonder if I can come back and rob this place later. That'd be nice.
What is wrong? What is your problem?
I'm just playing with you at this hoity-toity party. Wait, he's up here? No. I was too distracted by accidentally groping that lady. Hi, Dutch.
Find anything?
I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur?
Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. A big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game. Come on.
Just was gonna be all suspicious that we're leaving so early.
Here comes Lenny. All right, let's get in.
Oh, Lenny was our driver? Interesting.
I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it.
Oh, I bet you Dutch has got a plan. We all know how Dutch's plans usually work out. I got a plan, John. Oh, you always do, don't you, Dutch?
Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Jose is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
Now see, Dutch, all I'm smelling is the swamp outside. I got no idea what it is you're smelling. Now, what'll I miss in this one? Why am I still getting Fisher of Fish? That mission is done. Okay. Okay, let's see the checklist. Follow the servant. Okay, pour some drinks, compliment a guest's attire, accept a gift, and save a life. And follow the servant without being detected. Which I did not do, clearly. So what new things have we got going on here, then? We have a thing for Algernon Wasp, which I'll go have a chat with him. Trelawney is checking out the riverboats. We have a new stranger. Dutch mentioned the gang might be able to help Evelyn Miller with lobbying officials in Saint Denis on behalf of Rainsfall, the Native American chief. Yeah, I can check that out too. So we got anything else going on? I know at one point the crazy inventor dude told me he had a lab up here so I could go have a chat with him at some point or another. I don't know if I want to do that right now, but I might check it out sometime in the future. And yeah, I don't really see too much else going on right now. Does rains fall from the reservation all the way up here? Entirely possible. Poor guy traveled one hell of a distance just to put up with those assholes, though, so... Arthur. Beard. I love how the thing just sort of rattled there for a bit. What outfits do I have on my horse? That. Let's toss the summer gunslinger on there. Wear that for a little bit. Now let's spy on Abigail through the through the crack in the wall like a creep. Hey, Abigail.
Morning.
Good morning, Arthur.
Good morning to you.
Working hard there.
Somebody's got to do it.
All right, well, don't let me disturb you.
Take care, Arthur.
Wait, I wonder, can I, like... Nah, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to get the camera through the crack there so I can see it from Abigail's point of view, and how goddamn creepy Arthur probably looks. Just creeping on you. Don't worry about me. Oh, hi, Karen.
I tell you what, Little Miss Romance, I was right.
About what?
Saint Denis.
How so?
It ain't romantic. It's evil.
Evil can be very romantic.
Shut up. I talked to this couple in town. They told me there's this old rumor
very abrupt.
about people drinking blood. Human blood. In town.
That's just a silly old wives' tale.
What? Blood drinking ain't romantic enough for you?
Depends on whose blood.
Very funny.
This got to do with that vampire I've been hearing about?
Morning to you.
Morning, Arthur.
How are you, Mary Beth?
Good. How was the big party at the mayor's house?
Oh, not really my thing, but we got some good information out of it. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I gotta hunt down that vampire. I'm pretty sure I can track that bastard down at some point or another.
Hey, happy to be out of that soup?
Never again. I hated every minute of that party.
Well, we got some good leads out of it. Hey, what are you working on?
Fire arrows.
Interesting.
You give me a bottle of moonshine and I'll make you some.
Moonshine? Whiskey do?
No, has to be moonshine. Whiskey ain't strong enough.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Pretty sure I've already got some moonshine. Here you go.
Got that moonshine for you.
Okay.
Drink up, my friend.
I'll make some arrows for you later.
Sounds good.
Speaking of moonshine and whiskey, I may as well get myself another drink. Keep going for another half hour or so, maybe. Might see what Mr. Wasp has to say to me. Funny thing, his last name was Wasp. Fella's dressed up like a yellow jacket.
Morning to you.
Hello.
Long time.
Come along, my dear horse. Let's go have a chat with the fancy man.
Girl.
The fancy man can. So I'll probably go have a chat with Mr. Wasp, and maybe I'll go see about the chief, Rain Falls, or whatever his name is. And then I think I might finally try to deal with a couple of those challenges, see if I can finish off the... Who's it? So I like how that's a stranger mission, but it's specifically one that I have to do. It's a story stranger mission. Yeah, see, at the very least, I'm gonna have to run on up and, well, I mean, there's a lot of things I can do to raise my bounty, but robbing a train seems like the most lucrative and sensible.
Hey there! Hey, you know what? I'm feeling good today.
My honor's gonna take one hell of a hit. I would like to max out my honor at some point or another. The easiest way to do that is just spend a lot of time walking around a populated city like Saint Denis, and just be polite to people. Apparently that's the quickest way to do it. I can do stuff around camp too, I guess, which is a way to do it, but being polite to people is probably the easiest way to do it. The fastest, especially in a spot that big.
Yeah.
Now the thing about Mr. Wasp is I do believe that I can give him the gator eggs that I have, and like he uses them for hats. Now I own a lot of hats.
Hey, partner.
I have an absurdly high collection of hats.
Hi there, ma'am.
Hi there, ma'am. Just gonna charge at you right now.
Mister.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Morning.
Bien bonjour.
Howdy.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, mister.
Mais bonjour.
Good lord, that's one hell of a looking place. Hell of a fancy looking place, I suppose I should say.
Bien le bonjour, monsieur.
I hear you need eggs to put in hats.
One moment, please. This is extremely delicate.
What a remarkably pretty place you have here. I like it. So am I gonna be polite and let him finish?
Hey.
There. Oh, wonderful. May I help you?
Well, I don't know. I met you, remember? At that party?
Oh, yes. You saved my life. Oh, I am eternally yours, Algernon Wasp, purveyor of the exotic and the exquisite. Enchanté.
Tacitus Kilgore.
How can I help you? May I interest you in
May as well keep using
hat,
that name.
Perhaps. How about a nymph? I import them from Brussels. The idiots in this town all want Italian nymphs, but the Italians make the coarsest of marble. I mean, quite frankly, the Baroque is an abomination. Belgium. Now that is a land for the connoisseur.
Oh, yes. Yeah, as I always say. But, you know, I'm not really a nymph kind of man.
Oh, of course, too ephemeral. You want something, more tangible, more gothic. I also make corsets. Would you like a corset? I always wear one.
No, please.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I ride a lot of horses. The whalebone might stick in.
It's a good point.
Sure.
And what is it you do, Mr. Kilgore? Are you a gentleman of leisure? An aesthete? An artist?
I suppose I'm kind of an adventurer.
Ha! Yes,
Which he's already said.
Be careful with the china. Sir, it is French.
Not Belgian?
No. They are Philistines in that area, not to be trusted. Youth, eternally preserved in marble, is more their specialty. I fear China will always elude them. Now, why are you here exactly?
I don't know.
You're an adventurer, a wanderer, a lost soul cast out from heaven?
Sure.
Well, I do pay exceptionally well for certain objects needed for my art.
You do?
I do. Exceptionally well.
Well, what do you need?
Let's see. Right now, I have a couple of commissions. I need at least 15 egret plumes. Good ones, obviously. I also need 15 assorted orchids. Here's a list.
Okay. I will see what I can do. Thanks for the tea.
Thank you, Tacitus. It'll be very worth your while.
Wait, no, that's not the thing. Where is the thing? Where is the thing that he gave me? Ah, there we go. Exotic collector's list. 5 little egret plumes, 5 reddish egret plumes, 5 snowy egret plumes, 15 lady of the night orchids. And what was the other thing? Now, I dare say I do have some of those things already. I suppose I have to mail them to him, though, do I? Because it does very much seem as if he's not here anymore. It's amazing how quickly he vanished. I was gonna say I could just rob the man blind. It's not very nice, though. He seems like a bit of a weirdo, but he seems nice enough.
Terrifying.
I see.
Hello. Bonjour.
Hi, folks.
Hello.
Good morning.
Maybe it's just the accent is strange to my ear, but it seems like a lot of these men sound exactly the same. Horseman Apocalypsis. Sadie needs to speak with me. Interesting. I'll go have a chat with Sadie afterwards. Right now, let's head on down yonder to the post office, because I want to see if I can actually mail some of this shit to Mr. Algernon. I've only got 2 snowy egret plumes. How about Lady of the Night Orchids? Didn't I have some of those? I thought I did. I do not. I've got a bunch of different orchids, but I don't have any of those. Well, whatever then. I don't really have anything to mail to the man at the moment. Then let us go have a chat with Rainsfall, or Rainfalls, or I'll figure out what his name is when I meet him. You know, that guy.
Hi there, mister.
Out of the way, damn you. Hey, lady.
Good morning, ma'am.
It's a much more colorful shirt than a lot of other people are wearing.
Hey there, mister.
Are you Evelyn Miller?
Hey, do I know you?
Mr. I believe we've met.
We have?
At that ghastly party.
Oh, Evelyn Miller.
Unfortunately so, Mr.
Arthur Morgan, at least sometimes.
Oh, I'm gonna give him my real name.
Rude?
Sure.
The mayor thinks you robbed him. To be clear, he wasn't very upset about it. He rather liked you.
Okay.
Do you, well, I mean to say, can you steal things?
Is there a reason you're asking me to incriminate myself, Mr. Miller?
Well, I'm sorry. Have you met? This is Rainsfall, a great
Rainsfall,
chief,
that's it.
and his son, Eagle Flies.
Gentlemen?
Yeah, we saw you in the wagon train crossing the river at Cumberland Falls. And at the party, you were upstairs.
Oh, it was these guys.
You have great powers of observation.
Yes, my people, if we are even a people anymore. We've fought hard. We've made peace treaties, and those treaties were broken. And we've been moved and punished and moved.
I'm sure.
And now I am told we are to be moved again.
Clearly contravening the peace treaty signed 3 years ago.
This will lead to war.
No, my son, will not. We cannot fight another war. They have got stronger, and we have become far weaker, Mr. Morgan.
It's bad business.
It's to do with oil. I know it is, but I need the proof. I believe there were some prospectors who were on their land a few months ago who have filed reports with Leviticus Cornwall and the state government claiming huge reserves of oil under their land.
So, you want me to try and steal it?
Obviously they can't. And even more obviously, I would be useless. Listen, I realize that it is a ridiculous request, but we're very desperate.
Now, I'm not a do-gooder, Mr. Miller. Gentlemen, I'm very sorry for your predicament, but I'm a working man. I got problems of my own.
We will pay you very handsomely, Mr. Morgan.
How much?
I told you, they're all mercenaries.
There's a price on my head in 2 states, my friend. The government doesn't like me any more than it does you. Like you, I've been running for as long as I can remember. And like you, my time here is nigh on done.
We understand, and we will pay.
Thank you.
You meet my son in a couple of days near Citadel Rock, just west of the oil fields.
Okay.
We are very grateful for your help.
Gentlemen, that appointment with the senator. We should head over there.
It's a waste of our time. And his.
We must try everything. Come along.
Hello.
They're very
Mr.
snappily
Miller,
dressed.
The counselor wants to apologize. He can see you now.
We've been waiting I don't know how long.
Or next month, if you'd like to reschedule.
Come. Perhaps the senator won't mind waiting.
Yeah.
Especially the sun, man. That was a damn fine shirt he was wearing. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to meet him up there at some point or another. I like how I mostly just did the party, and that's about the extent of the main mission I'm going to be able to do right now. Tell you what, let's head up and go beat a blackjack dealer in Van Horn, and then I might take a train up to that station I was talking about and deal with the bounty thing. Okay, yeah, I'll hang on to that. That's going to be my robbing the train outfit. Okay, so there's a blackjack game up in the Van Horn trading post. Now that's an area I have not actually been to yet. Not really, at least. Also, there's a house up there around back of Butcher Creek, which I've already been to. Maybe I should check that place out first. And then I'll go see about that blackjack game, and I'll take a train from Van Horn up to... if I can take a train from Van Horn.
Hi there, mister. Hey, partner.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know exactly how much time I'm going to be able to get to stream in the coming weeks, but hopefully I'll get a bit, and my plan is to mainly focus on this and Arkham Origins, because I'd like to finish both of those, if at all possible. I still feel like I'm a long ways away from finishing this game, but I've also not played it legit for quite some time, so we'll see. Good lord, that sounded ill. Demonically ill.
You look like a man on a mission.
I still got one more treasure I need to track down too, and also, well, of course, there's still legendary animals I gotta hunt. I still remember that the trapper told me that the Tatanka bison, I think, is all the way down in Hennigan's Stead, and I remember Hennigan's Stead is down in New Austin, which means I should be able to get down there. When, I don't know, because as soon as I hit the area around Blackwater, then the lawmen are all over my ass, and it's really hard to survive it.
Hey there, mister.
I suppose something I should keep an eye out for now are also egrets and those flowers that Algernon wants me to get. I think I might be gone too far away. I believe most of those things are down further south next to Saint Denis. I'm gonna have to look up exactly what areas I can find those things in. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. I look away from the screen for 1 minute and I ride headlong into a cliff. And Arthur and his horse carry along as if nothing happened. Hi? Are you okay? Sir? Sir, do you need help?
Hey, can you?
Sir? Sir?
This don't look good. What happened?
Medicine.
Here, take this. I don't know what the fuck you did to yourself, but take this.
Oh, thank you. Reckon I was done for there. I had a bite of that plant over there, and it hit my guts like a freight train. It's that little one over there with the pink flowers. I'd stay well clear of that if I was you.
Yeah, I think you've sold me on that plan.
Tell me about it.
Didn't your mama ever tell you not to put stuff in your mouth? So what plan was that? Oh, is that it? What is that? Oh man, that's fucking oleander sage, no wonder. It's poison. I think the last fellow I came across who did the same thing ate the same plant.
Hey, partner.
I hope you learned your lesson. Don't go eating strange plants or you'll shit a brick and die. Snake, maybe? I guess it was probably a snake. So, who's this up here? Anyone? This is a cabin I have not explored yet, I believe.
Lucky this place keeps up anymore. You look like you're up to no good, so I reckon
Oh.
it's time you left.
Hi? What the fuck? No! No! I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that people own this place. I'm going to leave now. I like how he told me about his ranching woes and then attempted to shoot me to death. The hell am I even? Oh, Sawbone Clearing. That's another house that maybe there's going to be people who want to shoot me to death. Perhaps I'll go take a look. Wait, hello, do you want to shoot me to death?
Whoa, man.
Anyone live here, or is this just an actual abandoned house? Please say it's an actual abandoned house. That motherfucker chasing me. Better hope he ain't. I'll be putting a man in the ground today. Looks like a lovely little spot. It doesn't look like there's anybody here, though. Check out this little house.
Okay then, girl. Yep.
Arthur's making house calls and getting into rackets, fistfights, and shootouts.
Easy. Whoa.
Madame Moselle's house. Who the hell's Madame Moselle? Nobody I can have a chat with just yet. Oh wait, no, there's a corpse. Why is there a corpse? Is that Madame Moselle? Why has nobody come up here and dealt with this? What? A statue that possesses the power to grant female fertility. What? I'm sorry, but what the hell? Of what purpose does that serve? Oh, there's actually a hut I need to check out in the middle of the swamp, too. I gotta figure out where that is, though. Maybe it's that one? Now, there's a specific house I need to check. I just can't recall where it is. I think I might have already been there once before. I think it was that one down there in Bayall Edge, because there's actually more than meets the eye with that place. You know, much like a Transformer. Except not quite the same thing. Yes. In any case, let's check out Van Horn Trading Post, see if there's a blackjack game I can play. After I wreck some more shit, as is Arthur's custom. So yeah, maybe I'm not going to be doing the train robbery tonight because I don't have too much longer. Can I not buy a train ticket here? Oh, cool, cigarette card. I can do with that. Seriously, man, I've got to be finding the, oh wait, no, actually, before I get on the horse, no, get off the horse. I've seriously got to have almost a full set of one of those by now, right? Okay. Yeah, I have not actually been here yet in this, although I've been to the Van Horn Trading Post and online, not that that's really much of an indicator of what the place is like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a hotel here. Interesting. And a fence.
Gentlemen.
Why is the music so loud? What's happening?
Don't reckon I've seen you around here before, eh?
Why, you're a very Irish-sounding fella.
Come on, girl. Hey, mister.
Mister? Oh, is there a stranger mission? Looks like a lovely little place, except maybe not really. I guess I'm gonna have a chat with whoever this is rather than actually have a game of blackjack. Also, is that a wanted poster?
Hey there.
Hello.
On the 15th anniversary of the disappearance
You get away from me.
of Princess Isabeau Katharina Zinsmister, the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg is offering a reward of $100 for a safe return. Whoa, what? No!
You're done for.
Motherfucker! I was looking at the poster. You drunk? I was looking at the poster. No! I was gonna help royalty! Man, you're a poor shot. Wait, who's doing all the shooting? Oh, son of a bitch. This is why I can't go anywhere nice. Ah, crap. This is going poorly. Gotta run. Oh, God, do I have a tonic or something I can take? This is starting to get a little bit... There we go. This will work. I don't want to kill anyone. All this because I stood too close to him, man. I didn't realize rudeness was so horribly frowned upon here. Oh wait, God, is my horse dying? Where's my horse? I swear to Christ, if these assholes have killed my horse, I'm gonna be so angry. Oh no, she's doing bad. She's doing bad. Get up. Get up.
You're gonna be all right.
You killed my... tried to kill my fucking horse. All of you. Are we done here? Do I have to beat the crap out of the entire town? Well, so much for that honor I got.
What the hell?
So is that a decent gun? Or is it a shitty gun? Oh, it's a double action revolver. I think it's actually mine. Wait, why can't I... Okay, there we go. We're good.
What the hell?
Just keep walking, buddy. Don't worry about that. It's not your business.
I'm not looking for strife now.
You damn well better not be. All you assholes better remember, I didn't kill anyone. Oh, and I see Van Horn is the kind of place that would really mess you up.
Plum crazy. Be careful.
You ain't wrong.
Oh, sorry. Hey, mister.
Hello,
mister.
No problems around here?
Hey there, partner.
Okay, that's enough.
Hey.
I've made such a great first impression in this place. Also, some of these folks are dead, but I didn't kill them. Wait, it does say Van Horn Trading Post for the Gamp. Well, it says Van Horn. Oh, there's Blackjack. Cool. Anyway, I'm gonna check out the lighthouse, maybe, first. Wait, no, what? No, Arthur, please. Wait, what's that? Oh, pirate rum. Nothing I necessarily need, but, you know, it's cool. It's cool. Aged pirate rum. Apparently there's a legendary fish down here, too. That's good. We have any old surly lighthouse keeper I can befriend? Though I get the feeling the light hasn't been lit in this place for a good long while. I wonder why that poster was there. Does it have any point, or is it just... Was it just there to make that person angry so I would start a brawl within the entire town? But once again, the key point to make is I didn't kill anybody. The killing was done by others. I am by no means guilty of anything here. I did nothing wrong. One second there, folks. I'm gonna actually stream for a little bit longer, even though I really shouldn't because, you know, holy crap, I have not slept much lately, but you know what, sleep is for the weak. Which is something I said a lot in my younger days, but now lack of sleep kicks my ass pretty terribly, but sleep is for the weak, fuck it. I'll be fine.
Which way's north?
Hi, who are you?
Hey, lady. Hey. I need some help.
You might need more help than I can give you.
I don't know this place well. A sense of direction. It ain't good. Hey, where's the train station? Going around in circles here.
Head on that way. You'll find it.
You are a gentleman, sir. A Yankee ship came down the river. Blow, boys, blow.
But I done seen it all by
Her mouth.
Damn right.
Hey there, partner.
No more
Blow, my
Howdy.
boys, blow.
Good evening, partner.
You got spirit, I'll give you that.
I feel amazing. And who was the skipper in the face and dumber? Blow, boy.
I might as well make sure this drunk asshole makes his way to the train station, even though the train station seems like it's decommissioned.
Get on out of here. For now. Blow, my bullet boys. Blow. And what in the world?
What the hell is a coyote doing here?
For dinner. Blow.
Random dead coyote.
Blow.
Hey, friend.
Evening to you.
This is turning into one of them
I
days.
smell fish. Wait. No.
Van Horn seems like a god-awful place.
Oh. Are you taking the train too?
Nah, I'm just making sure you get there safely and don't drown in your own vomit.
I could sure go for a bath.
Also, maybe a shave and maybe a laundromat.
You know what? I'm tired. Where's my ticket? Could have sworn. It's somewhere.
See, I can't mock this man because I've had nights very much like this.
Hey, you. Thanks again for helping me back when you did.
Maybe it's why I feel so much sympathy towards him.
You sure?
Granted, I never had to go catch a train, but...
Sure. One of them faces. Hey! This train station! Oh! It's beautiful! Man, what do you know? That train's not here. I've always been punctual.
Ain't gonna be getting no ticket at this station, my friend.
Oh, no. I'm not normally much of a drinking man.
Maybe lay off the liquor for a while, huh, feller?
I'd cut my arm off for some pork and beans.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Hey, you'll miss your train. Get up. Yeah, sure you're leaving.
Well, this has been an interesting trip to Van Horn so far. Helped out a drunk, got into a massive brawl. All because I looked at that one poster.
Hi, folks.
We don't need more trouble from you here.
Seems a rough crowd. Good evening.
Hey, handsome.
Bertram, say no.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Friends,
What's
for life,
happening?
he said. And now the two of you have betrayed me at once. Do you know what betrayal means, Bertram?
No.
It means hurting Miss Marjorie. Well, I thought you liked me. I've clothed you. I fed you.
Bertram does like Miss Marjorie.
Yes, and Miss Marjorie likes Bertram. So why don't you go and tell me where that nasty little Magnifico has run off to so I can get on with whipping that snot-nose run into shape? He owes me. He owes us. Big time. Bertram and Marjorie. Would Bertram like a sherry?
Bertram like sherry.
Yes, he does. Barkeep, sherry. Make it the cheapest one you have. Rat piss will do. His pretty dance.
Oh, I can tell I'm gonna like you, Miss Marjorie.
Everything okay?
Imagine saving people. Taking them to your breast, metaphorically I mean, like a mother, caring and raising them, and then they go and stab you in the back. Have you ever betrayed a close friend? I hope not.
Well,
Treachery! And these are sad, low, unlovable people, and I made them stars, dreamers, entertainers, and they... Oh, no, now family's not enough. No, he's gone off alone. My little tiny magician has gone and stabbed his mama in the back. Oh, fuckity. No, Bertram! Woof, woof! Bertram, put the nice man down! Do something, you'll eat him!
Easy there. Easy there!
Oh, am I gonna have to beat this guy up now? I don't want to beat this guy up.
Buddy, he's a good sleep. Nice! Stand, Bertram.
I'm beginning to hate Van Horn.
Listen to your mother.
Dear Lord,
Wasting my time.
stupid. Come here, Bertram.
Get into a racket as soon as I come in here, and then I have to beat up a mentally challenged guy who's getting
Again.
Mama, you should keep that thing
taken
in a
advantage
cage.
of.
You should think about who you're serving. Give me a beer, will you?
Don't worry, we'll pay for what we broke. Come here, Bertram. Oh, no one looks after you like Mama does. No one cares for you like I do. Especially not that Magnifico.
But he's my friend.
Yes, well, if he were your friend, he'd be here, wouldn't he? He wouldn't have abandoned us. Oh, you wouldn't have gotten that whoopsie, would you?
Whoopsie heart.
I know. Mama's gonna make it all better. But first, you gotta tell me where that little worm ran off to,
Bertram promised.
Yes, well, Magnifico
He sounds
made a
distressingly
promise
like the
too, huh? He made
Sasquatch from
more than a
Undead
promise.
Nightmare.
He made a contract and he broke it. So you just tell me exactly where he is, and then we will all be even. That's my boy.
He's camping in the woods.
Why didn't you tell me in the first place? You just apologize to these men.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You gave me a whoopsie.
Hey, you just stay away from that sherry now, you hear?
Bertram likes sherry.
Oh, don't you get him started. Thank you for all of your help, Mr. Stranger. If you see that slippery little fella sleeping rough out there, would you just make a little racket and then we'll come along and we'll find you?
I could try.
Oh, his name is Magnifico. You'll know him when you see him. Come along, Bertram.
Trevor constantly finding his way in the weirdest of shit. Oh, it's doing that thing again.
Hey, partner.
Mister. Howdy, fellers.
I love how there's just rats running around here. No big deal.
Hello, sir.
Can I not order anything?
You know when you have one of those days?
I guess he must be having a little break on account of the fact he was just manhandled. Anyway, let's have that game of
Mister?
blackjack.
Welcome to the table.
think I only need to wing a single hand to finish that challenge.
Time to put your bets in. All right, bets is closed. Let's go.
I don't know why you're giving me the hints. I've already played this.
Double down.
Oh, I got 20.
20. Almost blackjack with a 20.
I don't think.
That's 8. 18.
Jesus, Arthur, calm down. It's not that great of a win. Beat the 5-finger fillet player in every location.
All right, bets in.
That was real fun, but I got business.
So do I have to beat all of them or just one? Okay, I have to beat one and okay, but of course it won't let me do the one here first. Like, it won't let me do them in any order, because that would just make too much sense.
Hey, y'all.
You know where to find
Hey,
me if
fellas.
you change your mind.
Good to see you. Hello. Nice people around here.
Well, now that I've already caused so much havoc in this place, let's go investigate... Oh, that's stable. Okay, well, let's not, That's a roadside brothel? Oh, that's the roadside brothel where I found the corpse. Of course, of course, of course. Why not? Oh, that's where that Magnifico guy is. Tell you what, let's check out what this building is, and then we'll actually go have a look-see to see if we can find Mr. Magnifico.
Hey there, mister.
Oh, wait. Wrong way. Nope, that's a pole. Well, I see there's smoke. Anybody living here? Well, let's go say hello, shall we? I mean, I haven't caused enough shit here as it was. And so far I'm not seeing anybody. Not as of yet, at least. Ooh. So is it going to tell me how many cards I have now? Yeah, I don't have any of those yet. Well, those are corpses. Corpses. I don't think they're dead. They might not actually be dead, they might just be asleep. I mean, maybe they're dead? Can't see it though. Looks like there's only 2 of them. Okay then, my sleepy friends, if you are indeed asleep, I may have to avail myself of your cash monies.
What the hell?
Hello, friend. Excuse me? You have problems with me?
Who's talking now, huh?
Arthur predicting the name of a really terrible movie years in advance. Now I'll take your money. Yeah, $50 is $50, I guess. You lads just keep sleeping. This never happened. Well, let's go track down Mr. Magnifico, I suppose. And see what kind of insanity this is gonna bring. Let's have ourselves a little bit of a snack, though. I'm starting to run low on cores. I really gotta cook more food.
Yep.
Oh, my stamina is actually really low. Something that'll boost my stamina. There we go. I'll have a chocolate bar. Boom.
Yep.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Magnifico, wherever art thou? See some smoke in the distance, that might be him. Let's go for a swim. This isn't quite gator territory, so I should be safe. Hello, my good chap. Are you Magnifico?
Whoa! That's amazing.
If you say so.
Are you Magnifico by any chance?
I'm not going back. She's a witch! She's a witch!
Who?
Presta!
Well,
Marjorie.
she cares about you a lot.
Well, I'm the talent. It's me. It's all me. I share the money with her, and, you know that thing. No, stay away. You've made love to her, haven't you?
No, that's not it.
She's a succubus. She's a succubus. Stay away from me.
Oh, great. Now I gotta run down a magician.
Look, you got the wrong end of this. She just wants to speak to you.
Turning into a deer is a mighty fine trick.
Starting to irritate. What the hell you pulling here? You're here, I'm gonna find you. Oh, yeah, very clever.
Are you here?
Oh, that's a neat trick.
Oh, for frick's sake.
Very good, very good. I'm gonna get you now. Damn it. Now where you gone? Magnifico! Can't magic out of this, partner.
I can only imagine the first, what,
Now, she ain't as bad as 30
some odd years of Arthur's life was relatively normal for an outlaw, and then shit hits the fan in Blackwater, and suddenly he's chasing down tiny magicians, helping artists. You know I can haul you down from there.
Hey, you led me on a merry old dance. Come on down now. Lady said you had a contract.
You want me? Come and get me.
Hey, hold on there.
So long, dummy.
Where are you?
Oh, come on.
Damn it! Ah! Oh,
Where did he get the rabbit?
Oh no! 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 Oh no! I can't. Put me down! I ain't back. I'm gone on the next train to the Great White Way.
Really? You got enough for a ticket? Because the way Big Fanny tells it, you spent all of our takings on a case of the French pox.
Maybe I did. So what? What do you need a stump of a showman for? Same bad jokes? The same cheap tricks? In a package half the size? You got Bertram. You got Dummy over there. Who is Dummy anyway? The missing link? Shut up, you dimwit. You sold me out.
You should watch your mouth.
You don't need me. You're better off without me. Even you, Dummy. Go on, clear off. Aim for the top, all of you. I'm out of food and I'm out of ideas. Leave me for the bears. I won't be more than a mouthful.
You robbed me.
Whoa.
You robbed your brother. So you are gonna be pulling rabbits out of your ass until you are as old as you are tiny. Put them up there.
Ah, some friends.
We ain't friends.
Oh,
We're family, as much as it pains me to say it.
family. Still after everything?
Of course, you silly little man.
And him?
Met him at the bar, agreed to help.
Ah, sleeping rough don't suit me much.
I know. Come to Mama.
Oh, I did miss you.
Now, don't you ever run off on us like that again.
Back together! Back together!
Well, I'm glad it all worked out.
Thanks to you. Thank him, boys.
Thank you.
Thanks for nothing, dummy.
No get in the back. We ought to give you a piece of the gate on our next show. You earned it.
Huh?
We'll be playing Saint Denis next. Check with the box office. Here.
No one said anything about splitting the gate.
Oh, shut up. Half man and half wit.
Bye-bye.
What I done to deserve you, too?
I love how there's a rabbit just traipsing by. Oh, the people you run across, Arthur. The strange, strange people. Anyway, let us do a thing. I was gonna go check out Bale's Edge. Yeah, because there's something very special and significant about this cabin, you see.
Giddy up.
Something that I completely missed, because I think I was actually in Bale Edge before. And it struck me as being kind of strange, but I never actually took a... At least I don't recall taking a really close look at the place before. So let's see if I can rectify that, shall we?
Hey there!
What was that? You just... say something about the world going crazy? Because, truth be told, it sure as hell seems like it has to me. Also, tricolored heron. I haven't actually seen that bird yet. Anyway, while I will be on the lookout, I don't think I should be too fussed about if I find all the stuff for Mr. Wasp yet. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look up a bit more to see if I can find where those things are. Now my cat is trying to destroy all of the glasses I have on my desk. Instead, she just knocked over something completely different. Good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
Cats, man. Cats. Leap! Through the fields! Leap! Oh no, I've been over there. That's like this fancy perk in Saint Denis. Anyhow, I'll check out the cabin and bale, and then I'll worry about the... I might ride up to Rhodes, actually, and take a train from there up to Rig Station, and then rob the goddamn thing. Yes, horse, I'm well aware that you don't like alligators. I don't like them either. Dastardly things, always out for my blood. How dare they, the fiends.
Another time, I guess.
Of course, if I remember correctly, there's a pile of gators around this cabin, so I gotta watch it. At least I believe there are, anyway. Let's find out, shall we? Yeah, because there's no direct road leading to it, so I gotta cut across some swampland. Not a lot of swampland, though. Yeah, because this is the one that's got the cage underneath it.
Whoa there. Easy. Whoa, whoa. Easy.
I have led you astray, my dear horse.
Hold now. There, good.
My dear, dear horse. Let me cleanse you and feed you. Okay, alright. So let's go in for a closer look, shall we? Well, we have a lovely potted plant, so at least there's that. Some interesting paintings. A mirror. Creepy candles. Some more paintings, some odd jars, what appear to be several skulls, some human. And we have this, which appears to be either a nearly finished, or not even finished, or very impressionistic, or finished but impressionistic painting of a man in a top hat. The water is black with venom, you say? I offered you happiness or 2 generations. You made your choice. That's a map of Armadillo? What? Okay. A bunch of newspapers on the wall. Can I actually read any of these papers? I know you. The moon will shine on in the darkness. This just looks like a house full of crazy. Wait, what's this? There was a man called Jimmy Brooks who was always running into crooks till one chased him down, and he had to talk his way around. That Jimmy isn't as dumb as he looks. Isn't Jimmy Brooks the guy I met way at the beginning of the game? The guy I got the pen off of and I decided to spare him? Also, I Know You is the name of the mission strand from the first game involving the... Is that who that's supposed to be? Is that the strange man from the first... Oh god, that'd be creepy as fuck. His final toll will sound my greatest coming. Also, there's a top hat on the rack. Okay, this house is all kinds of creepy, and I think it's time for me to leave. Oh crap, snowy egrets. I need to kill them. God damn it, where's the varmint rifle? Problem is, I got no idea where that one's gonna land.
Easy there.
That might actually be enough, okay, I've got 3 snowy egret plumes. After I skin the other one, that might actually be enough for that at least. Ow! Oh, the gator. That's okay, she'll be back. Although in actual fact, it seems like I've only got 4. Yeah, I need one more. If I was faster on the draw, I would have been able to get that. Oh well.
Hey there, girl.
Maybe if I had taken a look around this area, I might be able to find another. Oh, that's a turtle. But yeah, that cabin's got me spooked. I just knew that I should have gone back to it because I was told there was something about it that was interesting. And that something now appears to be it's related to one of the biggest mysteries of the first game. Why would he have a house in the middle of the swamp, if that is who that is, though?
Easy, easy.
Whoa! Hello, what was that? I am also well aware that there was a theory that Trelawney was the strange man on account of his somewhat similar attire, but I mean, that seems a bit off kilter because you think John would recognize Trelawney. I wish I knew to shoot the rest of those egrets. Yeah, well, I'll just have to go hunting for more later. Anyway, let's deal with another good old-fashioned train robbery for now, and I think that'll be it for tonight.
Hi there, mister.
May the Lord have mercy on my soul. Because the law won't. Matter of fact, that's the whole point of this exercise. So... Trelawney is actually somebody else you take a lot of missions from online, and he's up in the little shanty town up there next to the fence. That's where he seems to spend a lot of his time. Are you okay?
Careful,
I'm sorry.
man.
Hey, be careful.
Apologies. Hey, mister. I like you, mister. You have a kind face.
All right now, break.
Well, good luck to you.
Bye.
After I've ridden into you and apparently broken your arm.
Fine day to you. Morning, partner.
Great Scott.
Although actually, before I do that, I should probably break out whatever weaponry I'm going to need. So, I'll take my 2 double actions. I will take the shotgun, semi-auto, and I will take the bolt action, because honestly they all seem like the best types of weapons to take. Don't mind me, I'm just going for a ride on a train.
Excuse me.
Although actually, you know what? I think I better not switch over just yet, because I've got a whole thing that I'm going to do.
Sir.
Oh, hi, Alden. Rig station, please.
Safe
I
travels.
promise I'm not up to something ulterior. This shouldn't take very long for me to, gain the amount of bounty that I need, on account of the fact that I've already got like $150 or so of a bounty on my head up here. Hopefully this is a good Robin train, because I'm going to want to make my money back. So I'm going to have to be quick about getting into my Robin gear.
Hey there.
How do you do?
I'm going to be doing a lot better than you are in a moment.
In the station. All aboard.
Pagan skull mask, I think. Why? Why not?
Hey, you there! What the hell do you think you're doing there?
Oh, I'm not doing anything. Don't mind me. Oh, I should probably tell my horse to stay. I don't want her getting run over or anything.
Go on, girl.
Also, yeah, don't get hit by the train, please.
Hey, this area is off limits to passengers.
Is it? Good thing I'm not a passenger.
Please, God, no!
All aboard, sons of bitches! Where's she going? No, don't follow me, please. I don't want you to die. I told you to flee. Yes, please go.
Make your peace. You're dead. Take the fight to him, boys. I ain't gonna miss.
Oh, no worries, lads. I'll be dealing with you in a moment. You want to back up a little bit, actually. Okay, this might be good enough. I'm afraid you folks will have no such thing.
You're in a situation here.
Well, that didn't work.
Got a pine box for you, boss.
You keep saying that.
It's over. You ain't getting out of this alive. We got a pine box for you, boss.
This is a hit my honor is not going to be able to take very well, I don't think.
Done. Hands up, or I will put a hole in your skull. You choose.
Let's just talk about this, all right?
We got a pine box for you, boss.
Okay, you know what? Nah. I got a pine box for you, boy! Intense. What the fuck? My horse is dead. My horse is dead. Where did my horse go to die? Oh, that's annoying as fuck. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? Because I just saw that the saddle was out in the middle of the lake, like at the end of the river. So how did she do that? I specifically told her to leave so that that wouldn't happen. I definitely don't want to lose that horse. Come on now. Anyway, I'm gonna give this one more shot, and if this doesn't work out all that well, then I'm gonna stop. Is that you? Okay, the good, that's you.
Let's go, girl.
Of course, the problem with that is now my scheme isn't going to be quite the same now, is it?
Out of the damn way!
Good to see you.
So, can I... No, I can't take a train to Flatneck Station.
Good day to you.
Hello, Rolls. Yeah, it is quite the game to tackle, too. I mean, I have not really gotten back to this in quite some time. But, I'm trying to get back into the swing of it now. I'm attempting to advance the story. I only really managed to get one mission done. It was a party, so there was a lot of me walking along and hoping that, I found everything, so... You know, it occurred to me, I don't necessarily need to do a train robbery to raise my bounty up that high. But, I don't know, I just feel like that's the only one that's worth it. And that would have worked out perfectly fine, if not for the fact my horse just up and died. Yeah, GTA in the Wild West is basically a good way to look at it. The story is typically a bit more in-depth than that, and the, I don't know, the details are really neat, I find. I was a big fan of the first game. Well, not the first game. That would be Red Dead Revolver. I never did play that. But, Red Dead Redemption I was a huge fan of, and then I had to wait 8 years for a sequel to it. But it finally arrived, and here we are. I've got most of the actual story stuff that I'm going to do tonight taken out of the way. It's like the only thing I'm really doing right now, and then I'm going to probably stop, is I'm attempting to rob a train for a specific challenge. And the easiest way for me to do that...
I see your friend. I'll help you out presently.
The easiest way for me to do that is to take a train to Rig Station, and then rob said train at Rig Station. I attempted to do that once already tonight, but then my horse just randomly ran out into the middle of a lake and drowned, it seemed. And that's a really nice horse, so I don't want to lose her. As far as I know, she's the only one in the game that's like that. I'm not sure if I can get that horse again if she dies. Although I might be able to buy a similar horse, I guess. I don't know. Might be unlocked. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Okay, there's a few passengers. I'll be able to rob a few folk at least. Okay, so, alright, horse. Horse. I'm going to take my freaky skull mask. I'm not going to shoot you, that defeats the purpose. You are going to stay. You're going to stay right here and, yeah, relieve yourself, that's fine. I do not want you to follow me while I steal this train, okay? Okay.
Hey! Hey! What the hell? Get out of here!
You need to stay right where you are, and I'm going to steal this train.
What? I'm sorry, passengers aren't allowed here.
Hello. Goodbye. Doot doot!
Damn it, all to hell!
Chug chug, motherfucker!
I ain't gonna about this?
Now, the particular way I'm planning to rob this train, there are several ways my horse could die, so it's better if she stays behind. She's already died at one point or another while trying to do this. Okay, this might be... No, I need to go a little bit further ahead. I think this will still count as a bounty in West Elizabeth, which is what I'm looking for. Alright, fellow my lads. You're all going to die. Now maybe I'll try to use the Viking hatchet, because why not? Oh cool, I actually killed a guy with it. Huh, I didn't think that was gonna work. Howdy, fella. Well, let's get to robbing.
Take one more step, and it's your last. Enough of you.
Says the lawman who's down below me in the river. Okay, good. My horse is all the way back there. Did you take the bourbon? Or... Whoa! His arm just like phased over the top of his head. How very snake-like of you, Arthur. I'm not getting away, I'm right here. Oh boy, hair tonic. May as well show him I mean business. There, I mean business. Oh yeah, safe. Although I don't need to blow the safe, because apparently I can just... Although I suppose I may as well attempt to blow the safe. That's a weird thing that happens sometimes. You can take whatever's in the safe without opening it. It's very strange. Like, it would appear I didn't even need to do that. So it was a waste of dynamite. Oh well. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Of course that didn't count as West Elizabeth. Well, screw it. I'm probably just going to kill enough lawmen to raise my bounty that high. Oh wait, was that my Viking hatchet? Yes. Wait. No. Come on now. I want to pick that thing back up again. There we go. I've been robbing on the railroad all the livelong day, shooting all of the lawmen, gonna blow their brains away. Oh, probably wrong.
I'm only just getting started. Someone take that jackass down.
Jackass? Moi? Heavens forfend, my good man. I'm the most civilized motherfucker in this state. Sad fact is, the take on this train might not even be worth the trouble, but, you know. Howdy, folks! I'm gonna rob you now.
Give me everything you got.
Of course, take anything. Just don't hurt me.
Okay? Give me everything you got.
This is all I can give you.
Come on! I will kill you right here.
Take it. Just take it.
Taking wedding rings and all, because I'm a class act.
Oh, please,
You
God,
need
no.
to give me all your money now.
All right, it's yours.
Give me everything you got on you. I ain't playing.
Okay, here.
You deaf? I said hand over what you
This
got.
is all I have.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to repair my morality after this.
Take this. And just please don't hurt me.
Now, I'm gonna need everything you got on.
Please, just take it and leave.
Well, so far this is turning out to be a fairly decent haul, at least.
Worth dying over.
Yeah, just take it.
All your money now. You walk
Just take it, goddamn you.
You need to give me all your money now.
Fine, just take it.
Even so sinister as I'm being about this, I still can't bring myself to murder the passengers. The lawmen now, that's a completely different story altogether. Passengers, no, not so much. I'll put you in the cigarettes, good. Unfortunately, I don't have any more dynamite, so I don't think I have any more dynamite anyway. Can't really open up that safe then. Although actually, I do have an explosive rifle round, and I do also have explosive revolver rounds. That works. And yet they won't let me rob it.
There's more of us. Now press in.
That's one thing I've noticed. The safes on the trains have a tendency to glitch out. Sometimes you can take stuff out of the safes without unlocking them, and sometimes you unlock the safes and you can't take anything out of them. Pretty annoying. Like, there's clearly a watch and some money in there. Now, I think it's time to massacre a shitload of lawmen, because this seems to be the only way I'm going to be able to get my bounty up that high. I may as well do it from the tracks, because that's going to be the safest thing to do. I presume. They seem to be a much better shot than I am, though, is the thing. There.
No, you mustn't.
Shut up!
No.
Oh wait, no, he's dead. Well, may as well abuse the Deadeye system. Oh no! Poor fella. Oh, come on. I need $5 more. $5 more for this. There, that did it. I will do no such thing, sir. Steal 5 horses and sell them to the horse fence at Clemens Cove. Ah, that seems so simple in comparison to what I just did. Time to run from the law. And not hurl myself to my death off the top of that bridge. That would be pretty bad. If I was smart, I'd go get my horse back, but... yeah, sure, let's run into the state that I have the most bounty in. Good idea, good idea. Oh, the law aren't coming after me anymore. Good for them. Take off mask, put on bandana. Anyway, the last thing I'm going to do now, before the end of the night, before I forget it, is to use some of my ill-gotten gains to just pay off the, impressively high bounty that I just accrued.
Excuse me, partner.
Although, come to think of it, I can't do that here because there's no ticket taker at this station. Oh, well, screw it. I'll have to remember to do that next time. Anyway... it's amazing that... how difficult that was. You would assume running afoul of the law would be easier than that. And I'm gonna have to do quite a bit to restore my reputation. Quite a bit.
Every time.
I cannot whistle to my horse. Alas. What happens if I shoot this straight up, I wonder? I was kind of expecting it would just come down on top of me and that would be a gruesome end to myself. Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. If you happen to stop by to watch, I thank you very much for doing so, and hopefully you will join me next time, which will be whenever, because as I said earlier in the stream, it's in a pretty hectic couple of weeks, and I got no idea when I'm going to be able to stream again. So, I'm hoping I'll be able to carry on with Retro Sunday this weekend, but that might be hit or miss. So, until next time I do this crazy thing, I wish you fine folks a farewell, and hope you have a nice day. Until then, I'll see you folks next time.